Hello everyone and welcome to a new video of Firepower Threat Defense series. In this video, we are going to create our first rule in SSL policy. So let's jump on to the FMC and let's go to our SSL policy, edit the SSL policy. In today's video, we are going to look at outbound SSL inspection. Basically, when users connect to internet outside, so how FTD can look inside the encrypted traffic. In order to create a rule, you can click on add rule. And if you want to add a new category, just click on add category. I'm gonna add a new rule. So I would say SSL inspect outbound. Okay. Rule status is enabled. Insert into category standard rules. Action. I want decrypt and reassign. Okay. With what? With dummy CA or with SSL inspect routed FTDCA. I'll select SSL inspect routed FTDCA. The reason for that is I have already imported this CA into the trusted certificates of our Linux machine here. Okay. And this checkbox replace key only is when your server over the internet here somewhere is using a self-signed certificate, then what FTD will do in that case, it will just exchange the keys in the certificate. Okay. It will just exchange the key and the rest of the certificate will be passed on as it is. So this option is only specific to self-signed certs. Now my users are in inside zone. When they go to outside zone, they will be coming from LAN network and you can select a geolocation for the sources and destinations as well. I'm saying LAN going anywhere. Any VLAN talks, none. Any users, none. Applications, I'll say any application, but as far as the port is HTTPS, basically the connection is going towards TCP 443. Any category. Okay, we talked about external certificates. If you have imported an external certificate and want this rule to be applied as per that, then those will appear here and then you can select that and add to the rule. DN, distinguished name. You can do this stuff on distinguished name objects as well. So you can select a one and do you want to add to subject means for the server certificate, add to issuer means to the subject of the issuer certificate. Okay. Then cert status. You can have this rule applied based on the cert status which are mentioned in here. Revoked, self-signed, invalid signature and many more. We are going to keep them as default. You can experiment with them. There is a lot you can do. Cipher suits. What cipher suits? You know, should be part of the SSL connection for it to have this action. What version of SSL should be there or TLS? And logging. I want to log the session. Okay. And then I'll hit just add. So my rule is created. I'll just save the rule and now I need to go and attach this policy under the access control policy. Click to SSL policy, select the SSL policy which we created and hit OK. Now this policy is now bound. It has now bind with the access control policy that is applied to this FTD. I'm gonna power on this FTD and then deploy the policies to this FTD. I'll deploy before that I need to save the access control policy because I just made a change. I attached the SSL policy to it. Okay. So now I'll deploy my changes and then once they are deployed, I'm gonna restart the video. So guys, deployment is now complete and I have also powered on this line switch and this Linux machine. As soon as I powered up this Linux machine, I opened Mozilla Firefox and I access Wikipedia on it. And as soon as I went to Wikipedia and I checked the certificate for Wikipedia, You can see the common name of the certificate is star.wikipedia.org, but the issuer, who's the issuer? Issuer is the SSL Inspect Routed FTD. That is the internal CA which we created on the FMC and then used it in the rule under the SSL policy. Now let's go to FMC and see the log for this traffic. This is in order to see the detailed log where you can see the SSL, what was the action of SSL, etc. You go to unified events. It's taking some time to for the logs to appear. I'm really running low on resources. So if you see in my task manager, I'm 97% on RAM and 58% of CPU. So already running out of memory. Right now, FMC is querying and trying to fetch the log data for us here. It might take some time for this data to appear. Okay, it has come here, you can see. So you see this was Wikipedia traffic where the web application was detected as Wikipedia edit. Traffic was allowed. Now let's see what happened to the SSL of this traffic. Okay, if I expand this logs, I'm waiting for the more fields to be displayed in here. Yeah, you can see event type, connection, action, allow. This is the access policy. Okay, the rules. Let's see what happened to the SSL stuff of it. If we go down, you see SSL status decrypt and reassign. What happened? FTD intercepted the SSL traffic and change the server certificate in order to perform the man in the middle. So it can look inside the encrypted traffic. Were there any SSL flow errors? None. SSL certificate status valid. What SSL version? What SSL cipher suit policy? What SSL rule was hit? You can see what access control policy, what access control rule, what NAT stuff was hit. Okay. So you can see a lot of information in here by looking into the unified events. Okay. And what was the application protocol detected under SSL is HTTP 2. So this is how you can track your logs for the SSL, what really happened to the connection, etc. So that's it for this video. In this video, we saw the SSL outbound inspection. Okay. Now, in the next video, we will see SSL inbound inspection. For that, I need to set up a web server and that will take some time for me. So thank you for your time on this video and I'll see you in the next video. Till then, have a good day.